everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I wanted to show a couple of things. It's almost 5 a.m. here. I did fall asleep earlier, and the day before I caught up on sleep um, because I took the three tests on the last day of being in class, and um, for one of the one of the um, tests or the exam, I we received an email from the professor saying that that was something that we take in class. And I think if you, again, get a certain score, like maybe a passing score, um, then you'll be exempt like we were last time, because when I finished the exam and I got the results and it says that I had a passing grade, it said excused from when it was graded. So I'll still study while I'm not in class, but I just finished the last couple of assignments yesterday. I went to the library to do some of it because I was thinking, oh well, maybe I'll go out and about. I went to the antique mall, one of them, because I was trying to see what they had the last time that I was there. I got there late and I was kind of just rushing through to see what I could look for next time. Um, so that was in between the day, because went to the library afterwards because it's open longer. And just to say, cause sorry, I keep backtracking. When we had the potluck on Wednesday, it was nice. I brought Medivic and people enjoyed it. Um, I know one of the professors loved it, and then the other professor said she literally said it was dangerous because it's so good. And even some people that don't really have like honey products and stuff, like um, maybe because honey products aren't really a thing in this part of the world. And when we do have it, it's kind of like just in tea or like mm, it's not a flavor that we normally have. So what we do is we just put straight honey and stuff, and I think that was also my impression too before, like making different desserts that had honey that complemented the flavor, because um I didn't know like where to put the honey with stuff. But the cake was just, it's one of my favorites. So I went to the antique store. I'm gonna keep going back and forth, I'm sorry. I went to the antique store. I did see some fabrics that I thought were nice. There was one that I was thinking about getting, but I didn't get it yet. Um, Maybe sometime in the future. They had some patterns there. I did get one pattern, and I know I haven't really been using my other patterns, and I saw a YouTube tutorial on how to make pants without a pattern, so maybe that will be a better introduction, I guess, and then eventually, because like I have made pants with the folkwear one, and I enjoy folkwear. I think their directions are nice, and I think it was just me because the on YouTube they had like ones where you're looking at your, I guess, sweatpants or some type of pants that have the stretchy waistband. Um, and I know how to do those, so I thought that maybe that would be more straightforward for me because it was mainly like the band area that I was constantly like adjusting. And I know you tend to do that when you're making stuff and you want to make it like tailored to you, but I'm still thinking about how I'm making them. So, um, I think that'll be a project. So it was nice. As I said, I did get something. I got this pattern. Technically, back in the day, it was $1, and they had it for $2, so it wasn't bad. There was varying prices, and I don't know what the prices were based off of. I don't know if they were vendors because or like people that they got, or it's like a consignment type of format where people have stuff and then they sell it, and then there might be like a percentage that goes to the place. So because some fabric in some sections, there wasn't much, but there was some, was like around maybe $6 for 2 yards, 6.50 for 2 yards. It was varying, but that was like the one that I was looking at. And then there was another one. Um, it was different yardage though. It was 3 yards for like $15, I think. So I guess you're getting a deal somewhere, but um, or 16.50, something like that. It it was varying, and there was a bunch of different things. So that was mainly what I was looking at. This is a decoration pattern that I was thinking I could use for making different bag. Like I wanted this one specifically for making another bag at some point, but I do want to make a heart bag next. I also walked around the mall and I went to Hot Topic. I saw that they had this heart-shaped bag on sale with like the gathering or the frills on the edging of it. And I've been wanting to make one. I saw that it was on sale for like 20 bucks. And I'm not saying whether that was like a price or if I mean I when I buy something I try to see if I'll really use it for the most part, especially for clothes and those types of things because I move, but when it comes to like my hobby stuff, I tend to buy more things for it on hand. Um, I mean, there's had a cat, and I thought it was cool. I just figured I could make it too. So, maybe that'll be something to do because we'll keep backtracking because I didn't even get to the goodie bag that I received from school. Um, but I have the externship starting on Monday, and um, I kind of was thinking maybe I would have more time, but at the same time, I heard something else say that she would start on Monday. So I feel like they were trying to like really push to get me into a site that I was interested in because um, it takes longer to get to a specialty site, and this was like a seed planted orientation because we were told that like if you go to a specialty site that you would have to have like a high GPA and good attendance, and I did qualify, and one of the professors gave her recommendation for me to go to a specialty site. So it's like it does take longer, and I was supposed to interview, and then the pharmacy was like wanting to reschedule the interview, and then the career services person was able to talk to them and let me be there without an interview. So just have me on. And I got the details. It looks like they do compounding there. And I feel like it it won't be compounding that I've done before because if I'm not mistaken, because I've been trying to see the sites. So let's make sure this is the one. Because it looks like there's multiple locations, but it's not like a box pharmacy, which is something that I really wasn't trying to go for. It's a neighborhood pharmacy. Um, oh, they have a gallery of their store or the pharmacy. Okay, so there's and if there's multiple, I mean, they'll have the same, generally the same things. But I was seeing the specialty pharmacy services. Specialty pharmacies focus on providing medications and support complex conditions like cancer, HIV/AIDS, and multiple sclerosis. So, if they're saying cancer, I'm wondering if they do nuclear, if this is like a nuclear pharmacy, um, which I was not expecting. Maybe I'll have to double check with them because I can't say for sure. I just know that this is a specialty pharmacy for a reason. So I'm happy that I was able to get in. did receive some things when, well, when it was the last day. So the professor gave us stuff, and then um, there's a potluck, and then one of my classmates gave some of us some alcohol. So in this bag, sorry for the noise. So we were able to pick out some pens. I picked out Pharmacy Chaos Coordinator. I don't know if it was meant to be because this was the first one that I picked up. Oh, you can't see it. It has pills and pill bottles. Um, maybe I'll see the other ones better. This one I thought was funny, to crush or not to crush. It. I thought that was fitting, for sure. This one, the next one, you might see better. And I do like the um, tip of this one the most because I like finer pens. So this one is midazolam, and 1 milligram per ml. Formulation is recommended for sedation, oxalosis, amnesia for procedures to facilitate slower injection. Both the 1 milligram per ml and the 5 milligram per ml formulations may be diluted with 0.9% sodium chloride and 5% dextrose in water. Midazolam hydrochloride is a water-soluble benzodiazepine. Um, because, well, the suffix is lam, where you can, some drugs have PAM as a suffix for benzodiazepine. Injection USP. So we picked colors. I was given green again. Thought it was fitting because um, green is in my rotation of favorite colors. It's still, I would say, like, it is still a favorite color. Like, if I have it as a rotation color, it does mean something to me. So we also had this thing, and you could blow on it. I think I'm gonna include this in one of the pouches going to Ukraine. I think that's nice to have. I also got some stickers. I actually put one of them, like, I didn't stick it or anything. But these are the ones that she chose for me, so health is a human right, and another, healthcare is a human right. Got a balloon and a notebook. So I'll hold on to the notebook until I feel like maybe I could write in it, because I do like looking at notebooks, but I don't really get a lot of them because I don't want to get it and then I don't write in them. This is the one that I put in here. This is my planner, and it's peeping through. I'll take it out. It says, "We are family." I just tuck it in so you can kind of still see it. Um, I don't know. I say, like, you could say, oh, is it because it's expensive? I mean, I put stickers. I put stickers on some of my laptops, like my most recent ones. I haven't done that with previous laptops. Um, and those are expensive. The planner is expensive too, but I don't really want to put anything on it. So, oh, and then there's this keychain. And then one of the classmates got some of us shots. She's like, I know you're picky, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I didn't know what this was at first. I thought it was perfume until I like really looked at it. So this is Pink Whitney, made with real vodka, Barstool Sports Pink Lemonade, 30% alcohol by volume, 60 proof. So I don't know if she like specifically got me this one because I I would say vodka is like my main drink. Um, if I'm like having a shot, I normally go for vodka. I have taken other shots too of different things. I've had, yeah, but I would say straight vodka or White Russians are my drinks of choice. Is um, I don't think I'm gonna drink this because I want to keep it, and I do have my other Coke bottle that I haven't opened, so I could put it there in that area. I said I was gonna make her something. I think I'm gonna make her a hat. She hasn't got back to me with colors she wears, but um, I think I could figure it out. And she wanted to have us do something after graduation, which is interesting because like the externship starts, and I understand that, but for graduation, they want the students to be there by 4:30, and um, I have the standard business hour schedule, so it's 9 to 5. I didn't get to pick it, but I mean it's not a bad schedule too. Uh, so the 16th, the 10th, and the 16th. So Friday or Thursday, either way, it's still during the week and during business hours. If they're asking us by 4:30, so I said that maybe I can get there by 5:30 if I don't like, because I don't want to just say like, oh, can I already not attend? So if I'm late, I'm late, but maybe they could give me a heads up on things on what to do, on what they're looking for me to do during like the graduation ceremony, so that like um I know I'm gonna be there later than what they want, but at least I'll have an idea and not miss work and still not, I mean, not miss the externship and not miss graduation either. Because I haven't been to graduation in a long time. I didn't go to graduation for the last college that I graduated in. Um, I think, well, I graduated in like August, and I think they had maybe ceremonies twice a year, so it would be around, I think maybe October or in, no, is it October, January, or June? For some reason, maybe January and June. I don't know about October. I don't know about any of the dates. I just know that like when I graduated, it wasn't it wasn't like a time where they were having the ceremony. So I didn't I didn't mind at that point. I was like honestly kind of just happy to be done and get a diploma. So this one I would like to go to. And it'd be fun because some of the other classmates they're saying, I mean it's varying on like ages in the class, but um for some of them for with varying ages, this is like their first graduation, so it'd be fun. Um I didn't show this last time. I got this at Dollar Tree. And I don't know if I'm gonna put it downstairs because I already have my other mittens downstairs. But maybe I could use this here. Some, even though it's a mitt. But I got some food from. Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. I I've had to, but I think I can manage. I got some food, like just snacks from the potluck, and just on campus, sometimes they have like snacks up front. So these are Doritos, but they're Spanish, and they're the chili lemon ones. I do like these. They are spicy, so I don't know spice tolerance for different people, but hopefully this could be something that they might want to have and try because it's kind of like because the US is next to South America, so tends to have some Spanish influence too. And they are like there's a Takis. That's like a chip. It's a different type of chip. I think they're corn. I don't know what this one is to be honest, but it just tastes less grainy than the other ones. This might be blasphemy to some because Takis are OG, and I can see why people like them. I prefer these just because sometimes like I could really feel and taste the grain if that makes sense. Like sometimes I feel like I might have to cough with when I'm eating Takis, but it might be because I'm not used to eating them because I don't eat them. I don't eat chips a lot, but I have tried different types. So I thought that was nice. The school had these snacks up front, so Nature's Valley fruit and nut trail mix. I think it's a just a good bar to keep going throughout the day. And these I wasn't too sure about, and just because I've never tried them before, and I kind of feel bad like if I give them and put them in the bag and then they might not well, they might not receive the other ones well either, but at least I've tried them before. Um, but these are the Black Forest Stretch Islands. Taste the real fruit ingredients, fruit strips, raspberry, with other natural flavors, zero added sugar, flavors and colors from real sources. So, 50 calories per pouch, gluten free. I mean, if they have them at the college, then it must be like tasty. Like people, at least a good amount of people like them. So there's the raspberry. Is it still going? Sorry, I got not enough cloud storage, but I don't know. No, I already knew that I didn't have that enough cloud storage. But I I'm gonna include it. I mean, it's good to have, and if it's zero sugar, I don't think it'll taste obnoxiously sweet. Like when you're younger, at least when I was younger, I used to be really into like mega sweet like snacks that you would buy like for your lunches and stuff. I don't know if that's just the US because I know some of our food is banned in some countries. So I don't eat them anymore because I feel like I find myself being like, why is it so sweet? And I do bake a lot. Um, that's another thing. Like when I start to bake more, then I think, well, I didn't stop baking. I fed my starter to make bread, but I also am like, I tried to see what desserts would be a little less sugary, even though it's still a lot of sugar that you put into it. And now that I'm not really baking for the class anymore, um, I'm gonna experiment more with using Splenda or like substituting certain ingredients that I didn't really want to substitute that much because I noticed that they really liked the really decadent type of like the sweet stuff, like the treat type of things. And I still want them to be admired for being a treat, but I also wanted to see how I could compensate for put not having certain things in it and replace it with other things. So I'll start working on that. The malva pudding, that one's the South African one that a lot of people actually really love. Um, this there's been some that have really like brought it up. Um, and again, someone was like, I don't really eat like honey things with honey, but I actually really like this cake. Um, so I think the Malva will be good to see about substituting sugar with Splenda because it already has like a warm type of taste anyway. So I feel like it will lean more into that, and I think that will be fine. Whereas, like, I don't know, it depends on what the food is. And, like the Medivik, it has powdered sugar in it. So I'm not sure. I would have to see if I can replace powdered sugar with something else. I'm sure there might be something, but at the very least, it's lactose free for when I make it. So then the last thing, I've been adjusting things on my sewing machine, so I'm happy that like I'm kind of I think I'm making some progress on seeing what could work with the stitches based off of the needle because I was constantly switching back to like heavier duty needle to like another needle and well the quilting needle and like is like this is not because sometimes when I would use the heavier needle, like it was honestly a leather one. I know some like sewists might be like, what the hell? And I'm like, I don't know. Because it got through like a lot of stuff. But sometimes, especially with maybe the nicer fabrics or fabrics that seem to have a little more, they felt a little thicker. Um, it would make like a noise when I would sew through it. And so either that or like sometimes the leather needle damaged the fabric a little more. Like it would penetrate it, but then a line would show from that. Not that much, but I did notice it. I feel like for the most part you don't really notice it. But I went back to the quilting needle and then I've been adjusting the tension. I've also been adjusting the tension on the leather needle too, and if that's the case, then maybe I could try sewing suede again because it wasn't doing much when I was trying to do it before. I don't think I'm gonna do like shaping much for it, but at the very least I might be able to like at least uh sew through 2 layers because that's what I need. But then how about the zipper though? Would I attach a zipper? Yes, I could. Anyway, so this is the latest bag that I made, and it's a little crinkly right now because I was putting it right side out and I made the hole too small, so it was like taking a while for me to put it right side out. I did do another neon yellow zipper. I do want to make a neon or like a yellow bag. I think that would be really fun. I don't think um, the military people would want that, so I think that would be a project for me. But I just remembered, like, I have talked about it. Like, I used to wear yellow and yellow and yellow, like neon highlighter yellow. And that was fun for me. So I could try that again. The inside is blue. And I'm just about done with I might have like a bag another bag that I can make with the bed sheet that I've been making bags with, but it came in handy and I used a lot of it for the inside. So I think I might have another bag that I'll start. I think the heart bag, because the heart bag will be fun for me, but I'm also thinking I want something practical too to have in like, I don't know, like a professional setting. But maybe they're not gonna care, and I'm not gonna try to like really go out of my way. I'm gonna wear a uniform anyway. And I might have to, well, if I'm compounding, I might have to wear a face mask, but they might not have me compound because, I mean, we'll see because I'm gonna be there for about a month. I'll have to figure that out, but that could be something just because at least I'm at the site and I'll try to do different things. I won't be a pushover. I don't think I mean, I've never been there, but I don't think they'll find me like a pushover personality. Just because I notice that on the West Coast, I tend to have more of like um, a blunt personality. Like, I don't know if I would say blunt, but it's definitely more straightforward. Like, I'll be nice, but I don't feel like I really like I won't like go out of my way to be rude, but um I'm gonna talk, and so at the very least I try to make it worth it when I'm talking. So, and it was nice because well, oh, random, I did get an 100 on the last exams, so I I feel happy about that because I didn't want to just be like, I kind of wanted to just be like, oh well, I know I'm gonna pass anyway, but I wanted to really like drive it home. And I honestly don't know my GPA for every term, but for like 8 of the terms I got an A plus, so 98 and above. And then for one of the terms um I got an at like a 97. So that was the first one. So I was still figuring my way out through the course. And in the beginning, we had like SAS or student academic success. So that was also, it felt like a class in itself. I still am going to have like coursework. I'll have less coursework, but I'll still have to do stuff while I'm there. But I think that's it. Um, and we're trying to figure out, it's me, because it's like an awkward time to start the healthcare club. And it's so fun because like the advertisement came out for the club, and it just makes me really happy because I'm like, oh my god, we actually have something going. And um I wasn't expecting to like be like I wasn't expecting to do this necessarily. So I don't know where the screenshot is. But it'll come to me. I know I put it somewhere, but I don't know what I did because oh, I know what I did. Because it was too big for the screenshot. Like it didn't have everything in there. So I think that's what happened. But I could always reference it. There's so many threads that my name shows up, and that's nice. Oh, and I'm actually last thing, I'm actually taking going back to my advanced course in herbalism because I've had that. It's an online thing, and it's not going to interfere with the meetings or work, not work, but the externship and future jobs anyway. So I think that would be a good, this would be a good time to do it since now I'm gonna have some, some will be pre-recorded, of maybe things that, like if you weren't able to go to the meeting, you could go back to that. So, um, we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.